Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and today we're going to answer 3 of the most commonly asked questions from yesterday's video, which was all about the latest software update for the Galaxy S24 series. Pretty much, it brought back our display vividness. It fixed a bunch of the functions when it comes down to the processing of photos and also the camera sensors themselves, and as well as improving languages for Galaxy AI. So the 3 questions that we'll be answering in today's video, number 1 is going to be talking about the vividness slider. Some mentioned that they were not able to find it or see it, and there's actually 2 reasons why it was not showing up. The next question we'll answer is talking about battery life. Some people are asking the question, if I was to update, would it actually suffer the battery life? Would it hurt the battery life? So it's already 8:39 p.m. of me shooting. I'm still at 29% battery life. So I will share my usage and my screen on time to let you know it doesn't hurt battery life at all. If anything, it possibly could have improved it. And then question number 3 is surrounding super fast charging 2.0. Somebody mentioned that it was taken away after the software update. So let me know if that has happened to you as well, because I've only seen it from one person, but I want to talk about how you're able to ensure that you get super fast charging 2.0 on the Galaxy S24 device, because this right here, this cable that came inside the box does not support super fast charging 2.0. So I want to make sure that you guys know exactly what you need to use to achieve this. So to answer the very first question, which was actually asked the most, which was, I cannot access the vividness slider. Now there's actually one of 2 reasons why you're not able to get into this. So pretty much what was happening was when you go inside of here for screen mode, your advanced settings was not there to give you access to vividness. Now there's actually one of 2 reasons why. You either have turned on your eye comfort shield or you turned on adaptive color tone. Now, the thing you have to remember is that for screen mode and for vividness, you're making it more vivid. You're making the image more bright. You're making it more saturated, a bigger contrast. And so when you go through and you turn on the eye comfort shield, and when you go right over here, it's gonna be gone. But you see this little question mark letting you know you need to turn off eye comfort shield in order to change anything white balance, which is also affecting the vividness. Now, the other thing that you may have turned on was adaptive color tone. Now, when it comes down to adaptive color tone, the exact same thing happens, which it makes complete total sense. If you are pretty much taking away the vividness of your screen to have this little, color tone change, or if you're trying to go to bed, it's late at night, your eye comfort shield is turned on, then what's going to happen is you're basically kind of dimming it, you're changing the tone of it, so it's not going to be as bright. So these 2 things make 100% complete sense. Now, I do want to give a big thank you to somebody who wrote a comment in my video, which I wanted to pin it, but what I did was I pretty much copied it, put it right up over here, and I also want to put in my timestamps, but here's your shout out. So Gemchick or Gemchick, Jemcik, was the first one to mention this, and I had no idea that this was even a thing because I had both of these settings turned off, but he was mentioning that if you don't see advanced settings for the vivid screen mode, you want to turn off adaptive color tone. So I'm just going to add on top of that. So it's not only adaptive color tone, but it's also eye comfort shield. So if you have any of these 2 turned on, it doesn't matter which one you have turned on, then you're not able to find your settings right here. So advanced settings, again, check this out. If this is turned on, it is now gone. If I was to turn this off, turn now this one back on, it is still again gone. You just want to make sure you have both of these turned off for you to actually make your screen more bright, again, which also makes 100% complete sense. Now to tackle question number 2, which was, does battery life suffer if you were to do this update? So you can see right now it's 8:47 p.m. I'm still at 28% battery life left, which is more than enough. If you take a look at my display settings, I had adaptive turned on. My screen was vivid and all the way to the max, as you saw through the settings. I do have my screen resolution as Quad HD+. My screen timeout is 2 minutes. If we take a look at my battery life, so I did charge it in right there, and that was to test for the next question, which was super fast charging 2.0. But other than that, it's been discharging for over 12 hours. And then also too, when you take a look at this thing, my screen on time is for 6 hours and 46 minutes. So I have almost 7 hours of screen on time. I'm still at 28% battery life, and it's been discharging for over 12 hours, other than my fast test for super fast charging 2.0, which was literally for like 30 seconds. And pretty much everything I'm using here is probably what you guys do as well. Some games, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. So pretty much it does not hurt your battery life if you were to update. And now for topic number 3, which is super fast charging 2.0. Somebody mentioned that they lost the ability after the update. I would make sure that you are actually either plugging it in, this way, plug it in this way. Sometimes some cables can be a little finicky, But the main important thing that some people may not know is that you have to have a GAN charger that supports PD charging with a 5 amp cable. So basically what that means is that if you were trying to charge your Samsung Galaxy S24 device with the cable that came in the box, this thing is like 1 amp or 2 amp. It does not support 45 watt charging. Basically, you still can do your super fast charging, just not super fast charging 2.0. You have to have a 5 amp cable. So I will place this link of this cable below the video inside of the description, and I'll also place the link for the brick that I'm using. So again, what I do to make sure that this thing is charging at super fast charging 2.0 is I usually always go to the lock screen or turn the phone off. And then on the very bottom, what you'll see is super fast charging 2.0. And I only kind of say that because once you plug it in, you can see it immediately. And then it also kind of switches to, what the battery percentage is, how much time it takes. Because sometimes when you take a look at it on the top, it just basically says charging. There's really nothing it says unless if you catch it immediately. So once you plug it on in, immediately you have to see super fast charging 2.0 to ensure that it is there, because then it just switches over to the word charging. So let me show you what the brick that I'm using is. So in terms of the bricks that I like to use, this is one from Anker. This one only has 1 plug. There's several other options you can choose that has 2 or 3 plugs. So you can charge 2 or 3 devices at the exact same time. This just happens to be the one that I have right inside of here. So I will place the link below the video inside the description for your GAN charger to support up to your 45 watt charging, along with the charging cable. Again, you have to make sure that it is a 5 amp charging cable that is type C to type C, and that does allow you to have, with these two combined, your super fast charging 2.0. So that's everything that I wanted to cover in today's video. That is the 3 most commonly asked questions from yesterday's video, and I think that they're all super valid to make a video and talk about because they are very, very important. Especially the vividness slider was one that was asked pretty much almost like a dozen times, even though it was a pinned comment and the most liked comment below this the past video. But hopefully you guys appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.